Hello everyone, today is Saturday morning and we're headed out to do some lawn service for a few of our clients. And today I'm just going to be taking you on the road, in the life of our entrepreneurship life. We own a lawn care business. It's family owned and operated here in South Louisiana. Today we have like 3 or 4 different clients on the list today. It did rain last night, so I'm not really sure how much grass we're gonna be able to cut, but my husband and I, we really tackle everything on our own. Our oldest son, he's 16 years old. He comes with us when it's a heavy load, and I'll go into detail and explain to you guys how all of this started because of him. So this is our equipment. We have Kubota mowers and Husqvarna push mowers, steel weed eaters, and a steel blower. One of our zero-turn mowers is in the shop right now. We're getting it worked on for the new season. The goal is to get another zero-turn mower this year. I'm actually trying to talk him out of it, but hey, he says we need it. So if we need it, I guess we'll get it. And this is the work truck that we do all of our lawn care in. It's a GMC Sierra truck, and it gets the job done. So here we are in our vehicle, headed to our first client. Over the years, I've gotten a few questions as to how we've gotten started on the lawn care business. Well, it all started with our son, Yulin Thorne II. He's now 16 years old. At the time, I believe he was like 8, maybe. You think? Oh, he was 11 years old when he first came to us with the idea of him wanting to go cut neighbors' yards to make extra money. Now, I was like, I don't know. But his dad, encouraged him, to go after his dream, his vision, or whatever it was. And he started off cutting, I believe, 2 yards in our neighborhood. And he was making like $40 from each yard every 2 weeks. And that was a good little change for him. He was 11 years old. But then other people saw him cutting grass. He had a little push mower. Was it Propel? It was a Propel mower. And other people in the neighborhood saw him cutting grass and was like, can you come cut my grass? Can you come cut my grass? And he ended up cutting, 2, 3 more people's yards or whatever. And the load got to like 5, 6, then it grew to like 10 yards. And his dad, my husband, started cutting with him because, of course, by him being 11 years old, it was just too much on his little young body. So it became Yulin II and Big Yulin jobs to go get this grass cut. So I remember Yulin, my husband, telling me, Kendra, we need another push mower. I'm like, no, we don't. No, we don't. Y'all better use that one more, because here I am. I'm not thinking, I'm not thinking into the future. I'm not thinking this is going to be a family business of ours. So I was like, use that one push mower. Y'all going to be okay. I come home one day, bam, brand new mower, push mower. So, Yulin, what were your thoughts when you purchased that second push mower? Like, what were you thinking?
Thinking that we can get the grass cut faster.
How many yards did we have at that time?
I guess about 10, 11.
Okay. So we had about 10 or 11 yards, and yeah, the camera is moving and it's kind of shaky because we're in the truck he's driving in, it's in my hand, so the camera is shaking. But we had about 10 yards, and now we were up to 2 push Propel mowers that he got from Lowe's, I think. What was the brand? Tri-Built? We had 2 Tri-Built mowers. So it started there, and I mean 10 yards grew into 20 yards, then it grew to 30 yards, then it grew to 50 yards, and our load became so heavy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even believe it was a need for us to cut grass or people that need their lawn done like that. But It is. It was, and it is. So my husband just informed me that, you know, when our son wanted to go out into the community to cut grass to make some extra money, he actually went with him on his first couple of yards. Well, with him, period, because he wasn't able to weed eat the grass. So what did you actually tell him at that age?
I told him that if he could do it, but if he was going to do it, that I was going to go with him because he wasn't able to weed eat. I hadn't taught him how to weed eat, and he wasn't big enough or strong enough to hold a weed eater yet. So I was going to go do that part for him.
Right. So if you have a young kid, it's very important that, you know, parents, a mentor, a male figure, you know, somebody has to guide them along the way and help them out and give them that extra push and not take advantage of their situation that they're trying to create. The direction. Yeah, my husband said, you know, these kids need older men to mentor them and to give them direction. And I'm so thankful and grateful that, you know, we have a 2-parent household, and my son has his father in a home who can help him along the way when he has these type of ideas. So definitely, if you have a kid who's out there who wants to get started, please be there for him. So we ended up purchasing a zero-turn mower, and then we purchased another zero-turn mower, a Kubota. Both of them are Kubota mowers, the next year. So our equipment now, we have 3 Propel push mowers, 2 zero-turn mowers, 4 steel weed eaters, a backpack blower, and a handheld blower. We also have the trailer that we purchased probably the second or third year.
Second year, but we already had one.
Yeah, we already had one trailer, a utility trailer, but we purchased the second one the second year that we were in business for the lawn care. And that's how we haul all of our equipment around. So if you're looking to get started with the lawn care business, you know, I encourage you to start small because it's gonna grow. And if all you have is a push mower, just make sure it's a Propel mower. Make sure you have a weed eater. Make sure you have a blower and a gas jug. And you can use that push mower. You can carry that push mower around in your vehicle, your car, on the back of a truck until you're able to get a trailer. If you're just starting out and you don't know where to begin, you don't have a lot of money to put into it. With our first Kubota, we did buy it cash, but with our second Kubota, we went through Kubota Credit Corporation, where we paid on it for, I think, 2 to 3 years maybe. I'm not exactly sure of the months, but we paid like $100 and some for 3 years or whatever. And that's based on your credit or whatever. Our credit was not the greatest at the time, I'm going to tell you that, but we still got approved for that more. So you can even go to Kubota Credit Corporation and apply for credit for a zero-turn mower. We also did some flyers. We went to a local print shop here in town, and we got some flyers out. We got some nice business cards. I'm big on advertising, and I'm like, that is the key to everything. You don't want the cheap stuff. So people look at your business cards and they be like, wow, these are really nice business cards. I mean, we have the gloss on it. We have the picture on back of our work. So you put your money back into your business. You have to invest. We also have hang tags that we put on people's doors. Come up with your name. In the beginning, we were not licensed. We did not do the LLC in the beginning because we were so small. But as soon as we got up to, you know, our 10th customer, I believe, we went ahead and did the LLC so we can start doing our tax, you know, handling our business accordingly. But like I said, if you're looking to get started with the lawn care business, go for it. There's a need out there. You don't, and everybody prices are not the same. You're not gonna catch us cutting grass for $20, $25 right now. In the beginning, we did that because we were trying to get our customer clientele up. But after being in the business for quite some time now, we don't charge the same amount because, I mean, we don't do the same quality work right now. It's totally, it's 110% improved, right, Yulin? So what would you say to someone who's looking to get out there and be their own boss and who has this little niche for the lawn care business? What would you say to them? What advice?
I would just say go for it because the potential for a business is out there. You can grow way faster than you think you would, probably, because there's so many opportunities for people to get into grass cutting. People just want their grass cut. They don't want to get out there in that heat and cut it. You know, they don't have the time to cut it, or whatever the case might be. Maybe they're not physically able to cut it, whatever. But the need for lawn care is so wide. So the opportunity is definitely there. So take the opportunity, take the chance.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Just go for it. No matter if anybody's telling you, oh, it's, you know, this business, you know, is oversaturated and you have this person cutting grass and that person cutting grass. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not worry about who's cutting grass. Do not worry about who's doing anything as far as entrepreneurship wise, because they're not going to have that same drive as you. They're not going to provide the same service as you, or the same quality of service as you. So go for it. All right, guys, so I just finished pushing parts of 2 yards that were too wet for the lawnmower to go in and cut. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and take away something from it, especially someone who's been thinking about starting a lawn care business. The key is to get started, no matter how small. And a lot of times other small business owners don't want to share their secret to success, so to say. But this year, you know, I'm stepping into my purpose, and I want to share all of the information. I want to help someone, and if that someone is you, I've done my part. But like I said, start small and it will grow into something much bigger. The key is just to get started. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up our video. We just finished cutting our few yards we had to cut this morning, and it was some work because, like I said, we hadn't probably cut these yards in about 2 months, and grass has continued to grow slowly and steady. So it was a lot of work. But I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing more videos on our lawn care business, giving you tips for everybody who's just starting out. We're not this big fancy lawn care company, but I mean, our company has worked and is still working, and we just hope we can share our journey with you and just inspire someone to go ahead and step out on faith and start their business. Anything you want to share, babe?
Nope, I'm tired.
Well, he's tired, and this is not for everybody. I mean, you have to want to do this. You have to have a skill to do this type of work. A will, he says. Huh?
Develop a skill. It's the will.
Oh, he said you can develop a skill, but it's the will to do this type of work. And the key is not to get overload. Don't overload yourself, because you don't want to go out there and put all this stress on your body and not be able to do everything else you want to do. So take it 2 or 3, 4 yards at a time, and it'll come.